The Central Ontario Standardbred Association is working with you to ensure a vibrant horse racing community. Shared stories call for a united voice. That's COSA, representing the interests of horse people racing at Ontario racetracks. So whether you're first, last, or somewhere in between, we've got your back. With insurance, benefits, free lifetime memberships, and more. COSA. Follow our stories on social and check out the process at cosaonline.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario's half-mile harness racing action. I'm your track announcer, Shannon Sugardoe, with you setting up the action for this evening. Staying cool here in the Forest City of Ontario, though the wind is not so strong. The wind that we seen last night that seemed to favor the front end speed so much. More than half of the card, I think, went to gate to wire winners last night. So we'll hope to see things turn around, maybe win from anywhere tonight again in London. We've got 11 races featured, all 11, of course, on hbibet.com. Watch and wager through. First 3 featured on the TVG network south of the border, so we'll be off to a great start as far as pools go in the early going. And guest handicappers tonight, we've got Lou Sorella, the regular, Robert Reed Jr. joining us for commentary, ticket ideas, his race selections as well. He's a guest capper tonight, and Melissa Keith does the picks tonight for Ontario Racing. So here we go. My ticket idea for an early pick 5 play, sponsored by HBI Bet. Let's bring it up. The opening leg, we're going to go to a newcomer in One More and I Gotta Go. This one going out for Tyler Nostat. First time Tyler, Mark St. Louis Jr. on board. Also going to include number 6, Twin B Fabulous. Love that filly's chances as she comes in off of 2 second-best finishes in a row. Morning line favorite here. I've left off the opening leg of the pick 5, that being number 8, Remedy. Remedy off the win, though has to overcome a trailing spot now tonight. So 4-6 to start things up. We're 4 deep in race number 2. The third leg of the pick 5, number 1, Say It All Sport, or the 8, Payson and Racing. Payson and Racing, that big win last time out at over 20-1, triggering a huge pick 5 carryover. I know our friend of the show who will be joining us tonight, Robert Reed Jr., will remember that victory for a while. Over into race number 4, the 4, Good and Sweet. 7, Mercenary finds an easier spot in the 8, Global Crush. Expecting more from that one tonight. The 8, Global Crush, had missed about a month of racing action prior to his latest. Finished up well, paced a third quarter, charted a third quarter anyway, 27-4. So put a circle around number 8, Global Crush, in race number 4. 5th race to complete. We're looking at 2, Captain Ray, who's been right there each and every start here in London. The 8, River Dally, just has to mind his manners to factor with those. If you want to play along with that ticket, about $19 on a 20-cent wager. We do have that early pick 4, another go-to here in London. Go-to wager in the 3rd, and the $7,500 guaranteed pool pick 4. And again, we're going to stay on the same horses that we've included in the early pick 5 play. Gone deepest of all in race number 6. In fact, we're going to go about 5 deep in there. There are many early speed threats in there. You got Bet on Brett. He's an early speedster for years throughout his whole career. Midway Island appears to be finding an easier spot than the 2, Farmer's Tan, parked forever last time out. Still finished close there to be 4th for Carol Voyer. Cranky's Boy, Rail Advantage. He'll be in play, and then following out from the back tier spot, I Love What I Do. Another one to consider there in race number 6. I think there's the race you want to go deepest of all in this early pick 4. In to go for about $12 on a 20-cent wager. Late pick 5. We'll begin in race 7. As mentioned, 11 races tonight. Late pick 5 covers our final 5. Late pick 4 covers our final 4. So in race number 7, Starting up late pick 5 here, we're going to try to find a value player to show up. We've gone 5 deep, 1, 3, 4, 7, and 8. Then we're 3 by 3, races 8 and 9. This whole pick 5 ticket idea, it's all going to hinge on my best bet selection tonight, and that is the 6 Ideal Perception in race number 10. I've got a big circle, I've got a huge star next to his name because he is always in the hunt and has been that way since mid-October over Flamborough. He's a half-mile specialist. Lots of 52 and 53 kind of speed for Ideal Perception. Of course, Flamborough way quicker than London this time of year. You're not going to see a mile like that in this race, but Ideal Perception for me looks the best on paper in there. My key to this late pick 5. And then we went to the 5, Hello You, the 7, Shadow Warrior, and 9, Pretty Boy Duke to end things on the late pick 5. And a little more money spent on this ticket than I normally would throw at a late pick 5. $27 even on a 20-cent wager. Late pick 4 begins in race number 8. This one gets a little cheaper to play along with, should you care to play the ticket on your screen. We've gone 3 deep. Races 8 and 9. Staying with that key. Ideal Perception in race number 10. In that 10th race, number 5, Icy Blue Scooter had missed, about a month of action prior to his latest. He came in from out west, Icy Blue Scooter, and a bang-up second, Paul Davies, listed as a trainer and driver again tonight. Nathan Sobey on the ownership line. He tells me he's going to be on his way very soon to the Raceway or hereabouts in Ontario. He's going to give it a go for few months anyway, I believe. Nathan Sobey on the ownership line. You will likely see Nathan driving Icy Blue Scooter here in Ontario in the weeks ahead. We'll wish Nathan all the best and good luck. Alrighty, we've got the best bets boards now to come up at you, and leading off our best bets, our friend of the show, our Tuesday night special, Mr. Robert Reed Jr. is going to give it a go for the 4-horse, the newcomer, One More and I Gotta Go in the opener from post 4. It's going to be first time for Neustadt off a pair of solid qualifiers, notes Robert Reed Jr. on the 4. One More and I Gotta Go. He's at 5 to 2 in the morning line, expected to be in play in the early going and is sticking around late in there for Lou Sorella. Hashtag Lou knows. Race number 5. He's going to chase after the 2, Captain Ray. Lou noting this one's been knocking on the door and he's ready to pop today. So says the hashtag Lou knows for Captain Ray in the 5th. More best bet ideas later on in the program. In race number 7, Melissa Keith for Ontario Racing gives it up for the 4, UF Betters Hanover in race number 7. Just missed and his latest, and happens to do well for driver Scott Coulter, who's back on board there today. For myself, mentioned it already, I'll touch on it again. Race 10, the 6, Ideal Perception, always in the hunt, and a possible key for those multis late. The late pick 5, late pick 4, and there is a pick 3 that will begin in race number 9. That's how things look from here in the early going. I believe it's fast and dry conditions. Again, cooler, though not as windy as it was last night. We'll hope to see horses win from anywhere. The front end speed was just gold last night for much of the card. It's another edition of Survivor Tuesday, always free to play online. You can visit our website, westernfairdistrict.com/raceway for more details. You always get the free programs there as well. Best of luck playing along tonight on our 11 races in London.